Hi, I'm Kirsten Camp from the Kennebunkport Historical Society. Christmas Prelude and Christmas has been a wonderful tradition here in Kennebunkport. We look forward every year to decorating our streets, our businesses, and rolling out the red carpet for the thousands of visitors that come here to celebrate Christmas Prelude with us. But Christmas hasn't always had that history here in Kennebunkport and Kennebunk and the surrounding communities. Early days, 1600s, 1700s, Christmas and the tradition of Christmas was very much different. In fact, it was often not celebrated. Families were poor and times were hard and churches were hard to come by. So Christmas was just another day in the books. It's really not until the 1840s that we see the first mention of Christmas here in the Kennebunks. Local farmer Tobias Walker in West Kennebunk had noted in his farm journals that the railroad was being built in West Kennebunk, and the Irish immigrants had taken the day off in order to celebrate Christmas. He couldn't believe it, a day off to celebrate Christmas. Now, we would have recognized Christmas for its significance, but never have taken a day off to celebrate it. But times were changing. The 1840s saw, in England, Queen Victoria's husband, Albert, bring the first Christmas trees to Buckingham Palace. Things were thriving here in the Kennebunks, and shipbuilding was at its height. Prominent families were touring Europe, and I'm sure they saw those Christmas traditions and decided to bring those here to our Kennebunks. In 1854, Captain Nathaniel Lord held a Christmas party at his great mansion right around the corner from here, Captain Lord Mansion, and people marked in their calendars this wonderful event. Well, when they arrived, Nathaniel Lord had set up a Christmas tree in his front parlor. This was of great news, and everybody wrote about it in their diaries. In 1861, the very prominent Celia Perkins of the Great White Columns fame, she had set up a Christmas tree in her front parlor and decorated it with dried berries and dried flowers from her gardens in the springs. So at this point, we were planning for Christmas. But these were prominent people. Everyday working people, it was a lot different. But as the prominent people in this community started to celebrate Christmas, they decided to give their workers the day off, and that changed everything. Working class folks got the chance and the opportunity to now celebrate this great holiday. Now, this was a community holiday. The churches would be open, and there'd be meals served, and eventually Christmas trees and gift giving would be a thing. 1900 would come around, and at the very early start of those years, we would see real community celebration of Christmas here in the Kennebunks. In fact, in 1916, the very first Dock Square Christmas tree went up. Orrin Wells and the Boy Scouts put up a 30-foot Christmas tree at the monument in Dock Square. They were not well for money, so they borrowed the lights from all the shop owners here in town, and the York Power Company donated all the electricity for the lights to be lit on that Christmas tree. In 1981, Henry Pascoe, a local shop owner and businessman here in Kennebunkport, decided that we should give back to the town and to the residents that have put up with all of our business throughout the year. He decided to do that at Christmas time. In 1982, the Kennebunkport Business Association decided to run with that idea, and we had our first prelude. On December 3rd, 1982, the Christmas tree was lit here on Friday night to celebrate our first prelude. On Saturday, there was a chowder luncheon, there was a greenery sale, they had caroling at the monastery, and of course, the River Tree Arts put on a concert. And Sunday, Santa arrived by lobster boat. Christmas Prelude that first year was a success, other than the fact that on Saturday it was 66 degrees out. So much of a success, Prelude has happened every year since. And for the last 39 years, we have celebrated Prelude in this community. It's a lot more grander. It's over 2 weekends, but Santa Claus still arrives by lobster boat. So we welcome you here to Kennebunkport and enjoy Prelude.